Where's Carter? Carter, why do you...
All on one level. It won't be a roller coaster.
All right, Carter.
Yeah, Dad. Okay, Dad. What?
He's gonna talk about this right here. So why don't you come over and sit right here? Stand right here.
Over here. What's up here, Steven? Come over here.
See, they got drill.
You want to get up on the bunk? You want to get up here on the bed?
Yeah.
You want to come sit back here?
All right.
Are you okay?
Like, you can like going through. Yeah, you can like go. Everything I do. Hey, look, you can see the light. Oh,
Where? Big man, you?
No, she wasn't seeing that.
Oh.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen.
See?
I know it. You just have to hold on to it. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, you're in what we call a stope. S-T-O-P-E. It's not a cave, it's not a cavern, it's man-made. All righty, now take your lamp and put them against your chest. And let's see how dark we make it. Put it against your chest. Okay, now folks, this is the equivalent of 4 candles burning. Okay, now you can take your lights away. Now, them 4 candles is what you got when you came in. You came in with the clothes on your back. They gave you 4 candles. A candlestick holder was about that long, had a cap on it right here, and you put your candle there. Them 4 candles were to last you 12 to 13 hours. All right? Now, what were we looking for? Well, we were looking for copper. So right where my lamp is, now you can put your lamps right there. You'll see dark green and dark bluish color right there. That is malachite and azurite right here. Looky here. You'll see the malachite here. The white stuff is galena lead, and that reddish color, orange color over here and over there is what we like to see. Now when they blast it, your rock, you want it to be kind of like the size it is right here, 10 inches. Because once you got it at 10 inches, our grizzlies, which is the railroad tracks turned upside down, parted 10 inches, so the rock would go straight through, and it would go down maybe 200, 300 feet, and it would go into what we call an ore pocket. Now this guy over here, he's been sleeping. He hasn't moved in 50 years. Anyway, that's Candy Metza. Candy Metza was a raised miner, and he worked at our deepest mine, the Queen, which is 3,360 feet deep. Now, it was his job to go from one level to the next level. So him and his partner drilled straight up. They would drill 10 feet up and 20 feet wide and about 20 feet to the back, or 10 feet to the back, and they would pop it. Once they popped it, they started putting these square sets up. Now right there is a picture of what the square sets look like, right behind you, sir. And that's what they would work in if the back or the ceiling was heavy. Now, we use nothing but Douglas fir and pine, folks, and it comes out of Oregon and Washington. Now,
Corey's right next to the
you
steps.
go, this is Douglas fir and pine, just like everything else.
Corey's right next to the
Douglas
steps.
fir and pine.
Tori.
Why do we just use Douglas fir and pine? Because it talks to us. That's why. It's called talking wood. In other words, you would work in there if your back's heavy. So all of a sudden you hear it going, you put another timber in there, and then it stops cracking, popping, snapping, and saying, get your buns out of here now. Now, folks, when that wood came in, it came in with hitchhikers, rats, and cockroaches. And at lunchtime, you better have a sandwich for your partner, the rat, because he would get upset. So why did we feed the rats and the cockroaches?
Yeah.
Gas. No. No, the reason we fed them, they are more sensitive than dogs and cats. So, one of our tour guides, he was working at the coal, which is down that tunnel about 5 miles. And at the coal, he was at the 1,200 foot level underground. So what did he do? He had 8 of these he had to work under. Well, all of a sudden he was working and he had a new guy, and the new guy says, Joe, look! And here goes the cockroaches. And then they went right down the ladder. Now this ladder, folks, is how you move underground. You can only take a cage or an elevator so far, then you've got to walk to your area where you're working, and it's either going up the ladder or down the ladder. I will tell you, it's not fun. I went from that 1,200 level to the 1,600 level. And some places was a little tight for me, but then I just went across a mile to another shaft and came out that way. So I didn't have to climb them ladders. Alrighty? But anyway, here goes the cockroaches. Joe says follow him. Him and his partner go down there. They're sitting down there, about an hour, here comes that boss. He says, goofing off again, huh? I'm going to take care of you guys. They said, hey, wait a minute, boss, we had a cave-in. No, you didn't have no cave-in. I didn't smell it, I didn't see it, and I didn't hear it. They said, well, go up there and look. Takes his hat up, goes up there, and as he's looking, rock hits him right in the head. So he come back down, said, okay, guys. And that was it. He wouldn't say he was sorry, but Joe lost 5 of these square sets. They were smashed completely to the floor. So that's why there's rockin' wood, and that's why you feed your rats and your cockroaches. Now, let me show you how you worked in 1881. You came with the clothes on your back, okay? Now, you need to back up some. You guys need to back up over there.
Tori, come here.
Alrighty. Keep moving back a little bit. This here,
Tori, come here.
Tori, get over here.
Right there. That's good. You see this? This is called a starter steel. Looks like a chisel, don't it? It's tapered this way so you can turn it. The sides are the ribs. The back is the ceiling, and where you're going to drill and blast is the face. So here we are. We're going to drill right here. Now,
Tori,
back up a little bit,
get
honey.
back.
Back up a little. There you go. Now, here's your drill. It's called a single jack. Alright? This was your first drill. Here it is. You're going to take your drill. You hit it, you turn it, hit it, turn it, hit it, turn it, hit it, turn it, hit it, turn it. Now you do that for about an hour and 10 minutes or so. You'd get that in there 14 inches. Well now, once you get that in there, your partner, who isn't with me, would bring me a different one, or hand me a different one. This is about a 30 inch. They would be 30 to 36 inch. Puts it here. Now my partner didn't make it, did he? So ma'am, would you come here and be my partner? Can you do that? Who's got the camera for her?
I do.
All right. Now, I need you to come over here, stand right here and put your hand like that. Okay. Can you turn it?